I think it is important that every thoughtful American have a world view, understand where we are at this moment in history. Then we can argue whether we're liberal or conservative or somewhere in the middle or Republican or Democrat or something else about what to do with it. But we need to have a worldview. From 1945 and the end of the war through 1989 and the end of the Cold War, we had a worldview. Republican and Democratic presidents alike, from Harry Truman to George Bush, stood for freedom and stood for certain propositions that would make America strong and healthy and grow the middle class and shrink poverty and stand against communism. And after 1989, President Bush said, and it was a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order, and instead it looks like we got a lot of disorder. And we still, and after 9/11, we've been more sensitive to the disorder in the world. A lot of disorder, and we still, and after 9/11, we've been more sensitive to the disorder in the world. So I will only tell you what my worldview is, and I can do it in just a couple of minutes. I think the world we live in is interdependent, but not an integrated community. Interdependence simply means we can't escape each other. So it can be good or bad. There's a lot of good in it. It's good for Kansas farmers when they sell their wheat around the world. I've got a cousin in Arkansas who lives in the Ozarks, plays chess with a guy from Australia every week on the internet. So in economic and personal ways, it can be great. But September the 11th was about interdependence. Those guys leave open borders, easy travel, easy access to information and technology to murder 3,100 people from 70 countries. I think this system that we have, this interdependence, is inherently unstable and unsustainable. So I think the great mission of the early 21st century is to move from interdependence to integrated communities and eventually to a global community defined in three ways: shared benefits, shared responsibilities, and shared values. The shared responsibilities are primarily making the world more secure against terror, weapons of mass destruction, organized crime, and narco-trafficking, and building institutions of cooperation which make people want to work together instead of fall apart. The shared benefits involve the rich countries doing more to create economic opportunity, educational opportunity, and better health care among the poor so that we can lower the divides in the world and give more people a stake in the future. If you live in an interdependent environment and you can't kill, occupy, or jail all your enemies, you got to make a world with more friends and fewer enemies. That's what the Marshall Plan was all about. What a lot of what we've done in the last 50 years is all about. We got to do more of it.